Hey everybody, so today I'm just going to show you how you can make a live chat widget on any website which is powered by AI. You can either use OpenAI or any other language model, but today I'm just going to show you how we can do it with high level plus OpenAI. And so if you're not familiar with this website, it's just my CRM website where I sell the software specifically if people want to buy it. But the cool thing is here in the bottom right hand corner, this is a high level chat widget that is set up. So you can see, hey, I'm the AI, you can ask me anything. So if you click on that, it's going to open up a chat window where you can basically interact with the bot. So I'm just going to give you a quick demo. We'll just say hello. This is an auto response that we set up. Just give us a second, thanks for messaging, whatever. You can customize this inside high level, but this response is actually the AI part. So hello, welcome to our website. How can I assist you today? I can help you with anything about Hexona. So you can say, what can the software do? This isn't actually fully deployed yet. I haven't, fully done the knowledge base in the prompt, but just for the sake of the video, it should give pretty, decent responses for what we need. But so it says Hexona CRM software offers a wide range of features like, lead management, email marketing, all of that kind of stuff, designed to streamline your processes. So, it just feeds off the knowledge base that you give it. Of course, at this point, you kind of know how that works, but you can train it on anything. It can be on your client's knowledge, things about their business, about their industry, and you can basically just include that for whatever. So now I'm going to ask it, what is the price? I haven't specifically put the price in the knowledge base, so it should just say, I don't know the answer to that. So you can have those fail safes created, so then there's no issues where it says the wrong stuff, where it tries to guess answers. Yeah, and then you can see that it basically responds by saying, we don't have information on the pricing at this moment. We need to gather more requirements. So it's only saying this because I didn't give it the pricing details, but you get the premise. I don't want to keep doing a demo of like a live chat. It's basically like any OpenAI conversation. The interesting part is the medium here, where it's in a chat widget format. It's a live interaction. They don't have to give their phone number, email, or anything like that. It's just a straight AI conversation directly on the website. And this can be on any website. It doesn't have to be on high level websites specifically, which is very important. If you have clients that don't want to switch over to high level, then just getting that snippet of code, putting it onto their website can be huge as well. So just jumping into exactly how this is made, I'm just jumping into high level right now, and this is where you can see the conversation taking place. Naturally, it just does like guest, and then I think it just makes up a name. So that's something that you might have to program into the AI to update the name. There is a way to do that. I can make a future video on it, but just for now, the objective is to get information across to the website visitor, less about lead capture and, figuring out who it is. So just starting from here, if you have my chatbot templates, then you're very familiar with this. But if you don't, then you can access it in the school. Just DM me and I can put it into your account or send you the link. But the thing that we care about here is the GPT master, as always. And for this live chat widget, GPT Master is really the only one that we're going to be using. Before, how we did the start bot to initiate the workflow, but we're only going to be using this one GPT Master for the live chat workflow. So it has 3 triggers. It's going to trigger on GPT response has changed. It's going to trigger on initial customer reply to the live chat. So what it's going to do is if an inbound message comes, the reply channel is live chat, and the contact doesn't have the tag autopilot on it. Autopilot means that it's already in the workflow for the bot to engage with it. The way that it's programmed is my bots will only speak to contacts that have autopilot on it. So if autopilot is not on this contact, it tells us that this is the first message that we're receiving and to treat it as such. Then the third trigger is reply channel is live chat. Again, same thing. It does have the tag autopilot. And now what this tells us is that this isn't the first message. This is, the third, fourth, fifth. This is beyond that initial message. And so now we have these 3 paths feeding into this conditional branch. Each branch is going to go in a separate direction. If it is that first message, again, if it doesn't include autopilot, it goes a certain way. And for each one of the triggers, it basically figures out where to send it. So if it is your initial message, then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the tag autopilot. This tells us now that we are engaging this contact with the AI bot. And so for future messages that come in, it's not going to come into this initial message again. Now for the webhook, as you've seen before I was doing Zapier webhooks in previous examples. For this one, I actually did a make.com webhook. Make and Zapier function in the exact same way in terms of how their webhooks work. I'm just doing a make.com this time. I know I push Zapier a lot, but a lot of people have been asking about Make. It's been getting a lot of popularity. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of how this works in Make. But the exact same logic still applies to Zapier as well. So if you have it set up with Zapier, just continue as you've been doing. So webhook, as we said before, webhook is just sending out the message into the internet. and then Zapier or Make is going to catch that message and then process it. Similarly, with the second message, works the same way. We're just going to send out the webhook. These are irrelevant. We just care about sending out the message. And then third is the contact change trigger. So if the contact was updated with GPT response, meaning that the contact has changed, then that's going to trigger this workflow. If it comes to this branch, whatever GPT's response was, the output of GPT, will be sent out as a live chat message. So that's different here. Normally we do SMSs, but of course the medium of sending out will be live chat. So the way that you can find that is over here. So they've added live chat now as an action of sending like outbound communication. This all makes sense. This is our usual setup. I'm just going to jump into make.com now. So now that we're in make.com, you can see that this looks exactly like our Zapier setup, where we start off with a webhook. And for the webhook, you basically just want to get the URL over here and then put that into high level where it says, where we're sending the webhook. So now Make is going to catch this webhook. Actually, I can make it alongside you as well. So if I do add new module, we do webhook, we'll do custom webhook, choose a hook. So this is the same one that I sent the message to from high level. And then you do add another module, you do OpenAI, we'll do create a completion. And then similar to like you would do on Zapier, you would just pick your model. Now you would add a message. So there's two messages that I want you to add. The role, first is the assistant. So we'll say, I'll just show you in my made example. The first role is the assistant. You are a live chat assistant for my company, Hexona Systems. I sell a CRM software. Keep your responses between this. Be conversational and helpful. Very basic example here. I didn't go into depth on my knowledge base, but I just wanted to show you as an example. But you can just fill this in with information about your business or your client's business or whatever you want the bot to be knowledgeable about. Stick all of that information in here. And then you're going to add a second message. So you click add message to do a second one. And for this one, you pick the role as user. And then you just say, this is the user's message to you. And then for the custom variable, you just pick body, message body. And now OpenAI is receiving the message. And now it knows how to respond because we gave it instructions over here. So that should all make sense. Same as Zapier. And then you click OK from there. And then the final thing is we just go to add module. We search high level. And then we can do update a contact. Now you just connect your account similarly like you did with Zapier. You would just do add connections. I believe you do location and then click save. And then it's going to prompt you. I don't think you can see it on my screen. So you would just connect your location. Then I'll just show you the made example. So you just let that load. And then you do your contact ID. So that's the variable that you want to connect here. You're going to find that through the webhook. First name, you want to put the first name there. So these just have to align up. I think contact ID and first name is enough because, we don't really have more information about this person because they're just a website visitor. But the important part and what you care about is scrolling down to GPT response. So for GPT response, you're going to input the result of OpenAI's, whatever it came up with. Put that variable inside GPT response and click OK. Now this is done, you just save it and proceed. So the reason that we care about GPT response and updating that is because that is going to trigger this workflow. GPT response has changed by make.com. When that trigger gets triggered, we know to send that message via live chat, which you just saw in my demo that I was doing on the website. So every time we got a response, this was actually taking place. This message was getting sent out, which was being sent by Make. So I hope that makes sense. Obviously, it's a quicker walkthrough. It is very similar to my other chatbot structures, which I do go into more detail with. This is just to show you a different application where you just basically you're replacing SMS with live chat in this scenario. The other thing that I want to show you quickly is how to actually set up the bot. So if you go to sites and then you go to chat widget on the top panel, this is where you can actually update your bot. So you can give it a name, change the picture, the design. For this live chat to work the way that I just showed you, you have to make sure that live chat is selected, not SMS or email chat, but we want live chat. And then you can customize the window. You can change any, settings, instant responses, things like that. All of that can be edited over here. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. And then finally, if you want to put this on a external website, then you just click get code in the top right hand corner. You get this code and you post it into, their WordPress or CSS code or whatever it is. And then the chat widget will show up on any external website, which is really cool. So this is a relatively new high-level feature. I mean, I just did a demo with it. It works completely fine. I intend to put it on my Hexona Systems website just when I have enough time to actually build out the knowledge base. But this is a very quick, easy way for you to add value to your current clients or existing clients. You can sell like a chat widget like this for, 100, 200, $300 a month, depending on the niche and how complex they want it to be. But it's a really good value offer. It's already included in your high-level account and subscription. There's no additional costs for you. And if you don't want to get make.com, just do the exact same thing in Zapier. At this point, you should know how to do it. If you have any questions, message me directly in school inside my school community, and then I'll be happy to answer it. But I hope this was useful and I hope it wasn't too long. All right, take care, guys.